Welcome FNE family. That's another video. Just want to talk about this World Cup that has just passed. Just fresh in our memories. A lot of us with heartache because our team never reached a win at the competition. Some people stay neutral. So during the World Cup, most persons are against them because them only support, some people only know about talk about football when a World Cup time, and we know that. Them just come about every 4 years. But people like me, people like you, who are genuine football fans, through thick and thin, anywhere the competitions are, where the country where you support, you play, you try to find that game, or you try to watch that, follow that competition, whether it be the Euros or the Copa America, wherever your team at, you try to follow that particular team. Like me with Brazil, anywhere Brazil I play, me always try to, make sure I find out where the game, the result of the game. Even if I get to watch the game, try to find out the result of the game. But this World Cup was a great success for me. Although, as I said, Brazil never, just a quarterfinals. And the World Cup was one of the most competitive World Cup I have experienced. It shows how the level of the football has been catching up in terms of the big teams and then are far off from the small teams. Because once you are disciplined, and as I said, tactically, if you are disciplined, your coach put out the team, and the team execute the plan of the coach and organize, they can make any team look ordinary or make any game difficult for any team. Just like with Spain opener, when Cape Verde held Spain to a 0 draw, although Spain had so many shots on goal, and Cape Verde held them to a 0 draw. So the World Cup was a great success. You have a lot of persons that talk about it was corrupted and then fix it up for Argentina reach the finals. Even for people when I say fix it for Argentina win the finals. And based on the game itself, the finals, you realize how Spain was so superior than Argentina. And FIFA came on a lot of heavy hitting. People were hammering FIFA because of a lot of the decisions that they made throughout the World Cup. Not a lot, but just some. I think it was some minor in terms of when President Trump came made Infantino change the red card ban from Balogun. Although FIFA dig up one rule in one place where nobody never knows that the rules exist in terms of give up the person you rescind the red card and put him on probation. Whether if he commit an offense like that again, you ban him. The FIFA could have done, FIFA did it because it was Trump push up his big nose in our people in our football when he shouldn't get involved, and that a lot of persons were hurt by the whole fact that him coming at the midst of the thing and come with him foolishness and Infantino like him have a backbone for himself and try to stand up and say no, make the football play, and you get the ban and then we take the football from there. But people cry about the incident with Messi in the first game when they rate the Algerian players, Algerian ball upon him Achilles and he escape a red card because the referee never see it as even a yellow card. And looking back at it, VAR should have called the referee to the fact that so this is a dangerous tackle. But as me tell people, they say you can't have the big baller. The one of the greatest baller who has ever played the game get red card in the first game. You're mad. Me tell a lot of persons that they might quarrel who not like Argentina. Me not really like Argentina as Argentina. As me say, me support Brazil. But you have to respect Argentina as a footballing nation. When I talk about the whole the problem what they have with people like me. You understand? But based on the football as a football nature, a football culture. I love Argentina in terms of how them play football and how them passionate about the game. Right? So people will say, yo, Messi should get the red card. Yes, by the letter of the law, he should have gotten a red card. But nobody no come at 4 years, no. People sit on 4 years. People prepare 4 years for watch their team at the World Cup. And then we go, one of the greatest footballers who has ever played the game, to get a red card. Madness. Me can't sit through that. Me know say people don't blast me, yes, say, oh, him should get, regardless of being a bitter player or not, he should have gotten a red card. But we want to see the best players at the World Cup, playing in the World Cup, because it's not going to come back till the next 4 years. How much are we going to live out the next 4 years? Nobody knows. So we have to just enjoy the moment and enjoy the football. I just mean my point of view. That you might disagree, no problem, but that is just my point of view. But overall, the World Cup was a huge success, both at football, watching the football, and the financial part of it, in terms of the amount of revenue where FIFA collect. And people fight against FIFA, say, oh, FIFA, they commercialize this World Cup so much with the halftime break and the halftime break and the high especially not the halftime break, the rehydration breaks what they had throughout the World Cup in all of the games. Or when 1 and 2 games, you never really need a hydration break. But because of the commercial aspect of it, you make money, and nothing is wrong in making money. Football is still a business. Although we, as the audience, we who watch a game, right? We want to see football that run up, the kick and the play for, and ballers that run up and down and they kick forward. But we have to remember, say it is still a business. We are the spectators, and we have to think about where the money that come from and to the nations. Or the winning, the money they'll go for give the winners and second place, and if you trickle down to other nations. And so you get the money, earn this money through these things. So I have no problem with how FIFA commercialized the World Cup. I think it was a good thing. And as I said before, I love the World Cup. I enjoy the World Cup. And the best team won the World Cup. Everybody have put up their hand and say, yo, no matter how you're sentimental in terms of Messi, and you say, yo, he's the GOAT and all that. But the best team won the World Cup. Because if you watch the World Cup finals, I was watching the game and I was saying that, oh, Spain gets so much chance. Look at Spain plan to lose this World Cup. Because it can't have so much clear chances and end up lose the World Cup. One time I say, look like Argentina don't snatch victory out of the jaws of defeat based on how them play. If Messi don't come up with some brilliant moment, or somebody outside, otherwise for Messi create some out of the blue and score a goal. But Spain was the better team, because Spain in the semi-finals, everybody was saying, yo, France, based on the form that France came in the World Cup. In the World Cup, not came in, but in the World Cup, the farm, they were the farm team. And because Spain drew with Cape Verde, people were writing off, Spain drew with Cape Verde, people was writing off Spain with in the France game. And Spain makes France look ordinary, based on the talent of Spain outplayed France. And everybody I was in amaze. I was disappointed how Spain make France look ordinary. But you have to base on the history of these two teams, you know. Spain had a 30 record, you know, 34 or so 36 winning record coming into the competition, and they have not lost against France in the last 2 games, competitive games. So we have to understand all of that dynamics in terms of the football. Sometimes we don't check back the history and look back and all of that. We don't look on the here and now at times when it comes to the football. Because this Spanish team has majority the players who play for Barcelona, and even if they are the other players who play outside of Barcelona, is the same. Most of them play for teams or play the same type of football what Barcelona plays. And you can see the cohesiveness with the Spanish team and how them play. with each other because all of them could come from, it's basically the same system of football all of them play and all of them used to. So it was like a duck to water, you know. So the best team won the World Cup, and the World Cup was brilliant. The final was not great because Argentina did not make it a great spectacle because Spain dominated them. And we have to understand that Spain is, as we say, Spain is a really, really good team. So this World Cup was a huge, huge success. And so this video is all about the World Cup, and may long may it continue in terms of the next 4 years if God spare our life to see it. And the amazing thing with the World Cup, you know, before I end this video, you know, the amazing thing with this World Cup, you know, if you are a Jamaican, you have Jamaicans who support Brazil. You have some Jamaicans who support Argentina. You have Jamaicans who support England, France, Spain, you know. And it's a joy to be on the road and see different persons, the different taxi drivers, the different individuals, everybody with a different color flag, supporting a different nation. So, yo, this is my team. If I ever since this was my team, and I fall in love with this team. My first love, why I fell in love with Brazil is because 94 World Cup was my first World Cup. I was like 14. I started getting involved in football when I was about 12. That's a little bit old for a lot of people because a lot of persons start playing football. I found them at 6 and up, going up, even younger than that. But based on the school what I went to, it was not a football oriented school. They were most based on academics and cricket. So football, I was not exposed to football until I was in high school. So that was when I was about 12, really exposed, apart from people just running up and down and kicking up football. But it's when I was in PE class, I really got exposed to football. So I was 12 at that time. So the next World Cup would be next 2 years. So it was when I was 14, I was exposed to the World Cup. To my first real World Cup. I only heard about the 90 World Cup. But the 94 World Cup, and it was on television at that time. It was on they broadcast on television, so I watched most of the games in 94 as a young man growing up. So that was my first World Cup. And from Brazil, and them say they are the 4-time champions, and I say, yo, them players look good, you know, Romario, they beat up. You know, those wicked combinations in terms of top players and the goal scoring prowess, and when Bebito scored a goal and then come and start and rock the baby, you know, it was so unique. And the Nigerians were great as well, the Bulgarians were great. I think it was that World Cup where Maradona, I think that was the first time I really saw Maradona. I used to hear about this baller. And I didn't have access to internet like some people had in back then time, the cable and stuff, you know. So I never only hear about this type of player, and you see him in the World Cup. But he was past his best though in the 94 World Cup, and then the rumor came out that he was banned for some doping violation in that World Cup. You know, if you remember one goal him score, I don't think he made a scoring goal, and when he scored the goal and running at the camera, everybody was saying, yo, if I seen, you know, saying dope up. That was a great memory, you know, with Sturchkov and Balakov, them, the Bulgarian team, with Bakov, everybody a cough, and you have Martin Darling and Henrik Larsson who played for, Henderson who played for Sweden. The Swedish team was one of the best team in the World Cup. I think they finished third or fourth, if my memory serves me right. I'm not sure if they finished third. I think that Bulgaria went, yeah, I think they finished third, either Bulgaria. Yeah, Martin Darling and Henrik Larsson and Henderson. Those players' names then stand out in my memory, you know. So the World Cup has evolved, it has gotten more competitive and even more bigger. FIFA said they want to expand the World Cup. We shall see. But Football Nation, this video, I appreciate the support. I say like, subscribe, and share. Or share, subscribe, and like. It doesn't remember any order you choose. Just give a thumbs up for this video. That's how I may continue to make more. And next video, we'll be talking about some transfers. World Cup was in the past. We're looking forward to the beginning season in the EPL and the other top leagues in the world. And may long it may continue. Peace and love.